welcome back to our Mummy Matters Back to Fit workout program. So this is workout number 2 and we're going to be doing 6 exercises with 40 seconds of work followed by 15 seconds recovery. Just like we did in workout 1, we're going to focus on a full body workout. So focusing on exercises that work our upper body and our lower body. All you're going to need for this workout is a mat and a chair or something raised like a bench. So there will be different options as always. Take whichever option you're comfortable with, and the main thing is keep smiling and enjoy yourselves. Okay, so round 1, curtsy squat followed by Supermans on the floor. I'll talk you through it. So feet shoulder width apart, ready to start your squats. Here we go. So we're going to take a step behind, bending those knees, keeping it nice and smooth, keeping the chest lifted and just gazing forwards. So we want to step back slightly behind that foot and drop down. So just watch the knees. If this does cause discomfort in the knees, you can revert back to a simple basic squat here. That's up to you. So we're sort of isolating one side here, getting the adductors and abductors working, as well as the quads and hamstrings and glutes. So rest there, and we're going to go straight onto the other side. So you can either have your hands on your hips, you can relax your arms, or you can have your hands in front. It's completely up to you. Okay, are we ready? So exactly the same on the other side. Let's go. So again, keep the chest lifted, step behind, putting the weight predominantly on that front leg and really starting to feel the work in the front leg initially. So remember again, those core muscles, really, really important to keep them engaged, keep them working throughout each exercise that we do in this workout. So we've made a start. Keep smiling. Okay, excellent. So now we're down onto the floor. We've got our Supermans. Great exercise for the upper back. You've got different levels. So we're going to start with just the arms. Feet on the floor. We're going to lift the arms up and then down. So relax the shoulders. Keep the shoulders away from the ears. So that is your option. Try not to push yourself too much. Alright, you don't need to go up too far, it doesn't have to be a big movement. If you do want level 2, which is slightly more difficult, you lift your feet at the same time. So just keep your feet together, gaze to the floor. There's the Superman's done. So we're back to exercise number 1, which is our curtsy squat. So whatever leg you started on, we're ready to go. All right, so foot behind. And now we're getting warmer. Just try to be aware of your range of movement. Try to increase the range of movement. So drop down slightly lower. Our aim is to get the 90-degree angle at the knee. Again, if you've got any discomfort in the knees, then revert back to a basic squat. So we're starting to feel that now on that front leg. Nice and slow, controlled with the movements. Push the weight through that front heel. You're doing really well. Great exercise for the legs and the glutes. Okay, shake out those legs. Remember to grab a drink or take a break whenever you need it. We've made a great start to the workout. Exactly the same on the other side. So we've got our curtsy squat. Set yourself up, just make sure you're ready before you start the exercise. Don't worry that the timer's started. It's important to get your posture right before we begin. So again, just to reinforce the posture points, keep your shoulders back, your chest elevated. Breathe through the movement, keep it nice and controlled. again, pushing the weight through that front heel. It's completely up to you what range of movement you can achieve. Just make sure it's comfortable. Feel that leg working now in the front. Perfect. All right, so back to Superman's. Take whichever option you would like, so level 1 or 2. So remember, your level 1 is with just arms only. Level 2, arms and legs here. Okay, off we go. So again, keeping this slow and controlled. Great exercise for the upper back, engaging those muscles. It's a very small movement, but it's effective. So remember, drop those shoulders, relax them down away from the ears. Engage your core. Keep it really controlled. Okay, so third and final time for these 2 exercises. Set yourself up into a squat position. Relaxing those shoulders. Okay, off we go. Last time for these curtsy squats. We're doing so well. So we should be feeling a lot warmer now. And the leg muscles have really kicked in for round 3. Again, keeping it really nice and controlled. Core muscles engaged. So draw the belly button in towards the back. Keeping a nice neutral position. You want your head in line with the rest of your spine. We're almost there. Last few seconds. There we go. Shake out the legs. Last time. I'm just going to show you from a sideways point for this exercise, just to give you an idea of your posture and how it should look. So opposite leg. Okay, so body is nice and upright. Tuck the chin in, relax the shoulders and keep the chest up. Again, range of movement, try to achieve that 90-degree angle. But not to worry if not at this point. Just go to where you're comfortable, work within your limits. Excellent. So how are we doing? We are almost there. Perfect. Push that weight through that front heel. Keep a slight bend in that knee. There we go. Squats are done. Remember, choose your level for your Superman exercise, or should we call it Superwoman exercise. Hands out in front, engage your core, relax the shoulders down away from the ears. Let's go. So breathe. It doesn't have to be a big movement. And remember, you can just lift the arms. If that's easier for you. We're almost there. There we go. Okay, so that's round 1. That's our curtsy squat and Superman's done. Grab yourself a drink and I'll join me for round 2. Okay, welcome back for round 2. This round we are going to be doing dynamic lunges and tricep dips. So as I said at the beginning, you will need a chair or a raised step for that exercise. So lunges, set yourself up. We're going to step forward and backwards with one leg only first of all. So we're selecting the right or the left leg, keeping your body upright, your shoulders back. So we did lunges in workout number 1, but we stayed static, we stayed in the same position. This time, by moving, we're going to switch on more stabilizing muscles to get that balance. If this does get too difficult, you can take the adaptation here and stay in that position. All right, so swap sides. Exactly the same on the opposite leg. So this will raise your heart rate a little bit more because we're moving, which is great, it's what we want. Here we go, so dynamic lunge, big step forward, push backwards. So our gaze is forwards, our chest is up, lifted, and our core muscles are engaged. Again, we're aiming for that 90-degree angle at the knee, but no worries if you can't get there just yet. You can make the movement slightly smaller. Again, watch out for the knees. If there is any discomfort, lessen the movement or revert back to your basic squat. You'll still be working the legs. There we go. Right, so over to your chair. Your tricep dips. We're working down the back of the arms into the shoulders. So we're going to come away from the chair slightly, bending the knees, and we drop down. So again, just go to where your range of movement allows and to where you're comfortable. Keep a slight bend in the elbow when you reach the top of the movement and lift your chest. Engage your core and feel that start to work and pinch in the back of the arms in the triceps. So the shoulders are also working. So this is level 1 for this exercise. If you did want to make it slightly more challenging, or a lot more challenging, you can have your feet out. It's up to you. There we go. Okay, so that's the first time for those 2 exercises. We're going to do all that again. So back to your first leg for your lunges. Here we go. So big step forward now. Big range of movement. Raising the heart rate to burn some calories. It's a great exercise for the legs. We want to see some muscle tone come back into the quads, hamstrings and glutes. Brilliant. Breathe, remember to gaze forwards, relaxing the shoulders down and back. How are we doing? It's an excellent full body workout today. It's a bit of a step up as well from workout 1. And switch legs. Take that recovery, get the oxygen back into your body. And here we go. Opposite side. Big step forward, and that weight should be coming through the front heel. You should be able to wiggle your toes in your shoes. Hips are facing forwards, toes are facing forwards. And as always, reinforcing that you need to engage the core muscles for stability and balance. If you need to take other options, then do so. Take a static lunge or a basic squat. There we go. Alright, so back to your tricep dips. Again, you've got your different levels, so remember your level 1 is with your knees bent. Level 2, you can take it to straight legs. Completely up to you. As this is just getting back to fitness, I would suggest you take this option unless you do feel strong enough and confident enough to go to the next level. You can always repeat these workouts and try a higher level after you've completed 6 weeks. That's great. Are we feeling that in the arms, in the triceps and the shoulders? Well done. Okay, so final time that we're going to do those 2 exercises. Back into lunge position, shoulders back and relaxed. go. Big step forward. Brilliant. Smooth, controlled. And the movements don't have to be fast. It is effective when the movements are nice and slow. The muscles get more time under tension, so more time to work. So it's going to feel great having stronger legs, more tone in the legs, and we start to feel a bit more happier with how we look. It's really important. Keep smiling. Perfect. Okay, change legs. So another few seconds of recovery. The last time you're going to do these lunges. Off we go. Big step forward. Give yourself a bit of a challenge now. Try to reach that 90-degree angle. Really push that heel away from the floor when you come up. Driving the legs. Feeling the muscles working predominantly in that leg that's doing the work and the movement. We're doing so well. Round 2 is nearly complete. Just your tricep dips to go. Okay, ready to go back to the upper body. Your choice, level 1 or 2. So hips slightly away from the chair. Here we go, drop down. So again, we want to try to achieve a 90-degree angle at the elbow, but if you've got tightness in your shoulders or your chest, it might not feel comfortable to do so. Alright, so absolutely fine. Just make the movement smaller. You are still working those muscles. Gaze forward. Inhale all the way down, exhale all the way up. You're doing so well. 10 seconds left for round 2. Get a break. We come back for the final 2 exercises. There we go. Really well done. So take a break and I'll see you for round 3. Okay, so welcome back to our 3rd and final round. Our next 2 exercises are going to be the goblet squat and a reverse crunch on the floor. I'm going to talk you through those exercises as we go. So we've got 15 seconds until we start. So feet need to be shoulder width apart with the toes slightly outwards. So with a goblet squat we can go down slightly further if you choose to, but it's completely up to you. So hands are out in front and we're going to drop down and then lift back up. So it's really important here again to keep your chest lifted, relax the shoulders and keep a slight bend in the knee. So squats are actually really good for your core as well as your legs. So here, draw in the belly button again, engage in those muscles in the core. If you can't drop down too low, that's not a problem, okay? Just go to where you're comfortable. And again, those leg muscles are going to start to work and start to burn nicely. There we go. Okay, so down onto the floor, onto your mat or something comfortable. Your legs are going to be raised to 90 degrees and your hands by your side. So relax the shoulders down into the floor. And all we're going to do is a slight lift and bringing into the knees in towards the chest. And this is going to switch on your lower abdominals straight away. So please do take care if this area feels weak still or is quite sensitive. Just make the movement really small and be careful. If you do want to make this slightly more challenging, you increase the range of movement. So we're starting to feel that in the abdominals. Alright, there we go. Okay, so we're back to our goblet squats. So feet shoulder width apart, we're doing really well. So just 2 more times through with these 2 exercises. Hands out in front, like you're holding a goblet. So remember, we don't use any weights yet in this program. We start off with just body weight exercises to introduce our body back to these movements and get a base level of strength back in all the muscles in our body. Are we still smiling? Because we are getting there nicely, aren't we? This is such a good workout, targeting lots of different muscles and burning lots of calories. Brilliant. Back down to the floor, into your reverse crunch position. Relax the shoulders down, gaze to the ceiling, lift the feet up so that the knees are at 90 degrees. And you're ready to go. So remember, do whatever you're comfortable with. We're not pushing it beyond your limits. We're only on workout 2. So again, you've got to keep that movement so controlled. Engaging those muscles all around the core. Protect your back. So if you are starting to arch your back, I suggest again you make the movement smaller. As you start to drop the legs further, it puts pressure on your lower back and you tend to start arching. So keep it smaller if need be. We're doing so well. So here we go, last time. Goblet squat position, shoulder width apart. So really try and get nice and low as long as you feel comfortable to do so. Hands out in front, relax the shoulders. Here we go for the last time. Into that goblet squat. So where our toes are slightly more outwards, again we're targeting your inner thighs, your adductor muscles, as well as the quads, the hamstrings, and your glutes, and your core. So squats are such a brilliant exercise to maximise muscle use. Perfect. Really controlled. Focus on your technique, especially if you start to get tired. Brilliant. Last few seconds. There we go. So crunches, reverse crunch. Legs in the air, shoulders relaxed. This is it, final exercise. We've done so well, you should be so proud. Give it your best. Feel those abdominals start to work. So we definitely need to focus on starting to strengthen those muscles again, post-baby. But we don't want to strain too much. We don't want to do too much too soon. So that's the aim of these workouts. It's just a gentle introduction back into exercise and be aware of your body and its limits. We are almost there. Last few seconds. There we go. Okay, so that is workout number 2 of our Back to Fit Mummy Matters workout program. So a really big well done to you again on achieving workout number 2. What we need to do now is just make sure we've stretched the muscles that have worked so hard during the workout. So we're going to focus on the lower body first of all. So we're going to go into a hamstring stretch. We did the same stretch for workout 1. So just drop down, keeping the knees parallel, and lean onto the bent thigh. We're just going to hold the stretches for 15 seconds or so. If you do feel like you need a longer stretch, then that's absolutely fine. You do so. I'm just going to show you from the side this time. So how your body position should be, your head in line with the rest of the back. Push the hips backwards. Perfect. Shake out the legs. So now we're going to focus on the quads. Take your heel up to your glutes. If you need to, hold on to a wall. Stand nice and tall and keep the knees close together. Just push the hips forwards and feel the stretch right down the front into the quads. Wobble, wobble. And then switch sides. So just maintain a slight bend in that opposite leg. Perfect. We start to cool down and breathe and feel a bit more normal again. Okay, excellent. So now we're going to do the inner thigh. So take the feet slightly wider to where you're comfortable. One toe should be forwards, the opposite should be facing outwards. We're just going to drop down to stretch that inner thigh, leaning on the thigh of the bent leg. If you feel comfortable too, drop your elbow down and just reach the arm over the top. There we go. And then change the foot position, do the opposite. Over to the other side, stretching the inner thigh and down the side of the body here. Perfect. Going up into the upper body, we're going to stretch out the triceps, so elbow facing the ceiling. Place the hand to support. Alternatively, you can increase the stretch by taking the arm over the top. Stand tall, look forwards. Then switch sides. Keep the chin away from the chest, hips facing forwards. So the tricep worked hard in those tricep dips, so we need a good stretch to lengthen those muscles back. Excellent. Okay, we're just going to do the shoulders. Take one arm across the body, pull it in towards the chest, stretching across the top of the back and into the shoulders. The arm nice and long, slight bend in those knees, last few seconds. Then we're going to switch over with the arms. Again, keep the arms nice and high, stretching through the shoulders. Just take this time to relax. Relax all the muscles that you've worked. Perfect. Just push our hands forward, so clasp the fingers together. Push the hands forward and drop the head down. Arch the upper back and feel the upper back stretch in between the shoulder blades. Bend the knees. Excellent. And just relax. Take a full body stretch. Take your hands up really, really high. Stretch through the core and the abdominal muscles. And relax. Just take a deep breath in. Breathe out, bring your hands together and give yourself a big, big clap. Well done. I'll see you again for workout number 3.